Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be speaking to you about FII and DIA activity. The FII and DIA activity is 374 crores and DIA cash is 105 crore, and the future index is 357 crores approximate. So accordingly, what has happened today is that if we see that Nifty is down by about 145 points and Bank Nifty is down by about 500 points. Okay, so usually what has happened is right now that this is a temporary volatile market. So what has happened is that market was up by about 1500 points. Now it's trying to recover actually. So what I was expecting is that market would touch Bank Nifty would touch 40,000 and then it would start to come down, but it eventually after 1500 points it shot up, it came down, it started yesterday also it was down by about 300 points, and today also it is down by about 500 points. Okay, so what we need to do is I just want to speak to you about risk management. Risk, you need to take care of your capital. So what you need to do is, if suppose I'll just give an example of risk management. Suppose this is 6 rupees 30 paisa. So what happens is, suppose because this is a small amount, you and it's a lot of 25. So suppose you multiply this by 25 and you suppose take about 10 lots. Okay, 10 lots. Okay, so this is about 1562. Okay, so now this goes down by say about 1 rupee. Okay, 1 rupee is a 1 rupee, it goes down by 1 rupee, so it comes down by 1300. So 1300 and 1300, and this is 1562, and this is 1300. Okay, so it came down by 200 rupees. Okay, 200 rupees. But if you, this is just a small amount, but then if you see in a bigger way, if you carry a bigger picture, like say suppose you have put on, so say about 12,000 rupees. Okay, 12,000 rupees, and this is like say 60 rupees. Okay, 60 rupees, and this 15,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, and it's come down to 50 rupees say. Okay, it's come down to 50 rupees. So what has happened is that from 15,000 it's come down to 12,000, so it's a big jump of 3,000. Now we'll take 500 rupees. Suppose you have invested like say 500 rupees per for 25 lots, and you have taken 10 lots, so it's 1 lakh 25,000. Okay, so this is 1 lakh 25,000 for 500 rupees. But if suppose you have invested 600 rupees, you have invested 600, so it's 1 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 50,000, and then it's come down to 500, so it's 1 lakh 25,000. So 25,000 is the loss, and this happens very quickly. So you have to be very careful when you invest, and if you're a new trader, I would suggest that you don't trade with big amounts. Take your time, take at least one and a half year or 2 years to learn the market. Usually people have seen growth mostly after 1.5 year or 2 years. Okay, just give yourself time little bit to learn from the market, and there are lot of things to learn from the market. Okay, so there are not only charts, but there is a lot of things like open interest, and there is like ups and down, the fundamental analysis, and lots of things. So what I would suggest you is that you take your time and learn a lot of thing about your mental capacity, like how your mind works, that also is very important. So all these factors come into play. So you need to understand how you are dealing with a situation, because every moment, and the stock market is made in such a way that suppose you are not taking care of yourself, you might end up losing a lot of money. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to have a proper risk management place. I would suggest that if you are a very new trader, trade with very less amount of money, whichever money, like it's like if you're spending about 1,000 rupees in restaurant or something like that, I don't mind spending 1,000 rupees. So that should be the amount you should spend on this to learn about the share market. Okay, don't spend more than 1,000 rupees, or if you are a very new trader, okay, or 500 rupees. Okay, try to use the expiry date. Okay, try to use such options to trade. Okay, so don't trade during, if you're a new trader, don't take risk of putting large amounts of money. And even if it's 6 months, or even if you have been, if you're been very good academically, and if you have been very good in studies, or if you have been very good, you have been scoring good percentage, this is a very different ball of game, because this is something which is to deal with your mind. Okay, so you need to be very careful, because once you get into the stock market, it plays with your mind. Okay, so once the market goes up, you feel, okay, I missed this opportunity, and you try to invest, and suddenly the market moves in a different direction. So you need to be very careful, and you need to play your game right. And what I would suggest is that you take your time and take at least 1.5 year or 2 years to learn the market. And don't go by whatever you hear in your ear on the YouTube or anywhere. Don't hear anything like that. Like for example, if they say that they have earned about 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs, or they have earned 1 crore in stock market, because this is a very different ball game. So don't go by that. Go by what is your plan. Go by what you have, the what your mind speaks to you, and what are your plans, and what how you want to play the game. Okay, so I would suggest that you take your time and prepare yourself mentally for the stock market. Even if you are interested in option trading or intraday, any kind of day trading or cryptocurrency or any kind of trading, I would suggest that you would take your time and take at least 1.5 year or 2 years to learn this, and then I would suggest that you would invest in small amounts till you're successful. Just invest in small amounts, and take gaps between your trades. Don't trade regularly. Take gaps. Like say, just trade during the expiry date. Just trade during certain days. Just trade certain days. Okay. Don't take the risk of trading every day, and don't because a lot of things are there in the stock market. If even if you're hearing a YouTube video, uh, if a person is saying something, there is a 10 meanings attached to it. So lot of things are not said in the video. So what you need to do is you need to learn all that. So to learn all that, it takes minimum 2 years or 3 years, or maybe 4 years. I know people who have been telling that they started making money after 7 years. So you have to be little bit patient, and you need to work your strategy out, and you need to have a running income. If you are not having a running income, don't borrow money, and don't use that money in the stock market. Okay, don't borrow money and try to use big money in the stock market. Okay, so just use small capital, and if you need to have a running income. So if you don't have a running income, try to get a running income. Try to get a job or something like that, and then try to use the money in the stock market. Don't try to borrow money from anywhere, or don't try to use any other money meant for rent, or money meant for your daily needs, daily things, and such that, because it could cause a lot of problems. Okay, so I would suggest that this is my advice to you, that follow a risk management strategy, and don't borrow money. Even if people tell you to borrow money, if somebody is borrowing money, they are borrowing with lot of backing and support. Okay, I've just heard a video about a person who borrowed money to buy a Mercedes Benz car, and it was a very good video, but that person is very experienced, and he knew how to handle his funds. So I would suggest that don't just borrow money. If you have a very good support, or very good backup, or you got very good backup with you, you can borrow the money. Okay, so I'll end this video right now, and thanks for subscribing for my channel, and I just want to thank you that you're for supporting me. Have a nice day. Bye.